So after making the tutorial on the portraiture, how to apply portraiture on badge images, I've got a lot of complaints, and most of this complaint is that it's not working on my portraiture and all and all. And I think the reason is because when I was creating the action, I created it with portraiture 3, and most people are using portraiture 4, so it's not going to work because Photoshop does not has to go with the portraiture I use. The action will just look for the portraiture I use, and if it cannot found, it just give you one error code and all. So today I want to teach you how to create it from scratch by yourself, so that whether you are using portraiture 3, 4, 5, 10, anyone you are using, it's just going to work. As a matter of fact, if you have Skin Finer or any other plugin that softens skin on your Photoshop, you can use this method also, and it's going to work with it. Now I'm going to walk you through how I create this action, and you will create it yourself also, and it's going to work, trust me. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to import any picture inside Photoshop. Let me import the picture of this fine boy, this fine good looking boy, and let me open it. Now after opening a picture on this on the Photoshop, just make sure at least one picture is actually opened. Okay, now you want to make sure you are having this background layer like this, so it's better you open a fresh picture. Make sure you're on background layer. All right, because if you are on maybe pictures that you've edited, there might be issues, so make sure it is a background layer. Okay, now we want to create an action. Okay, so now I will not give out this action because you have to create it yourself, because people's portraiture is different, and I cannot be creating action for every different portraiture. But maybe because I don't even have portraiture 4 installed on my system, because I downgraded my computer OS to hold one, so that all my software can run very smooth. Because when you update Apple OS, there is tendency that your system will start slowing down. I'm telling you, I don't know if anybody has experienced it, but I've been using MacBook for years, and I can tell you that is true. Okay, so I'm using Hold OS, which is macOS Monterey, and then portraiture 4 cannot run on it. Yes, so with this process, you'll be able to create that action, and it will run on any portraiture that you want it to run on, or any other thing you want it to run on. So like I said, you must open this background. You must be on this background layer. Okay, so what you do next is you want to create action. All right, so you will go to this 3 hamburger. You must make sure that your action is open. If you don't see action, come to Windows, click on action, then it will appear here. So let us create new action. You click on this 3 hamburger icon, then you see new sets. All right, click on new sets and name it to what should I name it to? Capture action. You can name it to anything you like. Okay, then you click OK. Now under that new set action, which is capture action, you now go here again and click new action. All right, after creating that new set, just go straight and click new action, then you name it portraiture for batch photos. Okay, so you can name it anything, but so that you remember the action, just name portraiture for batch photos. Then this set, you make sure it's under the set that you created, or you can put it under a set of some action on your system, but so that it will be separate and you don't make mistake, it should be under these sets. Okay, then you click on record. Right, so now the action is recording. Make sure you don't do any step that you don't want to reflect in the action, because it's already recording. Once you see this red icon here, just know that the action is already recording. So what we want to do is we want to add portraiture and want to sharpen it. All right, that's what we want to do. So don't do anything, just go straight to your filter, then go to your portraiture. Now I have portraiture 3 here. For you guys that are using 4, just click on the 4, or if it is Skin Finer you want to add, just go to Skin Finer, any plugin, but just do portraiture so that there will not be confusion. Okay, you just go to portraiture. So if you are using 4, just click on portraiture 4, but I click on portraiture 3 because that's what I have there, and you wait for it to load. Make sure it's on default, don't change anything. You just hit OK. All right, now it has applied portraiture on this picture, still on that background layer. Then after doing that, you want to just sharpen the picture a little. All right, so what you do to sharpen the picture, I like using on sharp marks, because if you put portraiture when you add on sharp marks, it's not too shabby, it's just good. So you come to filter, sharpen on sharp marks. Okay, now the radius you use here, you have to carefully select it. You don't want to use something that might be too sharp. Okay, so I think this amount is actually okay, but let me reduce the radius. You know what, just put amount to be 50, radius to be 3.0, then threshold. No, I think let us look for what works best. Yeah, no, let's use 8.0 for the radius. Then the threshold, let me see. Leave the threshold at 0. Amount 70. Yeah, no, 60. Amount 60, radius 8.0, threshold 0. Please, you can just copy this and apply it. Or however, you can actually, you know, let me see the before and after here. Before and after. The difference is not that much anyway. I think that's good. So let's do 60, amount 60, radius 8.0, threshold 0. You can just apply, copy this, and I think it should be okay. However, you can check it the way you want it. All right, if you don't like on sharp marks, you can use other sharp, but I like on sharp marks because it's still gonna make the picture look natural, like it didn't do much. So after copying this, just press OK. All right, if you have any other thing to add to that action, you can, you know, simply add this, but I don't have any other thing. All right, so it's just as easy as this. Once you are done with the applying sharpen, just come to this icon here to stop the action. Just hit it, and that's all. The action has been created. So you can see it's right portraiture 3 instead of, if your own is 4, if you use 4, it's right portraiture 4. If you use skin finer, it's a right skin finer. Just close the batch, you know. So now this is the action. It has been created. Now, how do you now apply this action to your batch photos? All right, now I have this picture of this fine boy here, this fine good looking guy here. You can see I have how many picture here, 34 of it. So I want to apply that same action on everything. Now let's see how it works. So to do that, you will go to file, export, script. Now you must have your event picture. You've color graded them on your Lightroom or whatever you've done it. So all you want to do is just apply portraiture and sharpening like this action. So you go to script, image processor. Okay, now watch this place closely, because if you miss any step here, there might be issue. So listen and watch it closely. Okay, first you will check on select folder. You can use open image, but that one is when you have opened the picture on your Photoshop, and I'm sure you cannot do that because we are talking like 500, 600, 1000 pictures here. You will click on select folder. Okay, this has to be in select folder, right? So the folder where those pictures are that you want to, you know, apply portraiture on, you go to that folder. So where do I have the folder? The source, that's like the folder that is coming from. You see the folder here, this is the folder, headshots. You see, these are a picture of the fine boy I told you here. All right, so headshots, you just hit enter, open. All right, now I've selected the folder, the pictures I want to apply portraiture. I've selected the folder. Okay, now that folder that I select, that is where the pictures I want to apply it on, that's where they are. Now the picture I want the folder I want the pictures to save to after applying, that's what I'm selecting next. And now you come to this to select location to saved processed image. Select the image to process, that's the folder for the source. Select location to save the processed image. You see, now we go to select folder. Make sure you check keep folder structure. That will make it put it in that folder you select rather than creating subfolders on it. So where can I save the pictures? Let me now, wherever you want to save the pictures, you can go there. Now this is where, let me say this is the source folder, so I want to save it by the side. So I can create a new folder, and I'll name it headshot portraiture. All right, so that's the new folder I wanted to save it. I click create. So headshot portraiture, let me show you, because it has been headshot portraiture. So now this folder is empty. This is where it's going to put all the pictures that I apply portraiture to. Okay, so I click on enter. I'll just click enter. Now you have clicked where the pictures are coming from, which is headshot folder, where the picture we save to, which is headshot portraiture. Make sure you check this keep folder structure. Now you want to check on save as JPEG. Now the quality could be 8, could be 10, however you want it to be heavy. All right, if you are still printing your picture, I think 8 should be okay. Maybe you're putting a photo book on, you know, however you are printing it. All right, make sure 8 is checked. All right, then you will now come to make sure this one is unchecked. Don't check anything here. You now come to run action. Now this is where it becomes so juicy. All right, so stay with me, guys. You want to come here, the action set you create, which is capture action. You want to click it. Then you now go to the action. You see the portraiture for batch photos. All right, any action set you create, you should see there. This is one of my action, and this is the one action set we created, and this is the portraiture for batch photos that the actions that we created, and that is just it. Once you select everything here and everything is perfect, just click on run, and it's just going to apply portraiture and sharpen that we did on all the picture. As you can see, it's applying already. You see the picture of the fine boy is already applying the portraiture and sharpen on it. So if you go to the folder, as you can see, it's applying it. All you have to do is just, you know, go and take a chill, let it apply it, and you come back and it has been done. So if you create a folder where it should be saved, all you have to do is go to the folder. This is the folder I created, S short for portraiture. As you can see, it's already saving it there. See, it has applied it on them and it's saving it. See, my face is now looking so good. Oh my goodness. See, it says it's saving it one by one. The process is automated. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. If you don't still get it this way, please, you are free to ask questions on the comment section. But if you follow this process through, you'll be able to create the action by yourself and apply it, and you can even give it out as far as the person is using the same portraiture that you are using. 3, 4, 5, any 1 or 2. I don't know if 5 is out anyway. So if you are coming to this channel for the first time, remember to subscribe, and of course you can share this video, because I know a lot of people had issues doing this. All right, this is how you apply portraiture to batch of pictures. Thank you for catching me on this. My name is Kunle Capture. Subscribe and like, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Or should you wait for this portraiture to be finish applying? No, let me not bore you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.